Welcome to a day as a filmmaker. Now, of course, started the day with some editing, and today we were actually gaffing, so got ready to head out.
Wife hooking it up with tortilla con huevo, some ketchup, and my coffee.
So I just got matched to an inquiry from a production hub, and I feel like a lot of the work that goes up on production hub tends to be kind of like speaker roles, like keynotes, that kind of conference-y type of work. And this one, by reading it, and you guys can see the message here, it seems like they're trying to just get someone that's more green, right? Because they don't want full production. They're talking about that, but sometimes they just want a small what do you call it, like not a ton of setups, or just something simple, or they're just not really aware of what they're asking for versus what they are wanting it to look like, right? So I went ahead and bid it a little bit higher, and as a solo shooter, because one, I don't know, they're not too clear on how long I'm going to be there, and they're not very clear on how long the edit is going to be. But they did mention, if you can see, the editing slides in the post, and if this is going to be like a 30-minute video and I'm adding slides, this is going to take forever to edit, right? So I bid it not too crazy, and I guess I'll be fully transparent with you guys. I ended up bidding 15 for shooting and 1800 for edit, and I asked to bring a second shooter. So I asked for a budget of at least 600, I think I said, to have a second shooter with me. But this is accounting. I'm gonna bring all the gear. They said no lighting, and they literally said bring a boom mic or something like that. So that kind of gives me like a red flag, like they don't really know what they're asking for, really. But regardless, if I get this job, I would bring my Zoom recorder so I could get a feed if they have something. If anything, I'd just add a recorder to their microphone to get that really clean line, and then something close to the speaker maybe. So yeah, we'll see how I run this if I get it. Keep you guys updated. Made it to work. I'm about 10 minutes early. If you're on time, you're late. Remember that. Just taking out my AKS, all kinds of shit case, because I'm kind of gaffing my operate. We're just shooting some product stuff today, so yeah. So this was more of a pickup day where we were just reshooting some product stuff. As a quick breakdown, I just punched a 300D through a lantern. We were originally just going to shoot with the lantern. And then I found this pop-up frame, so I did this IntelliTech pop-up screen to make a bigger source because we're getting a ton of reflections. Wanted to spread the light more. And the table, we're doing a top-down shot. It was getting really hot, so I put this double net to kind of like give more of a gradient and take off how hot the table was, so I was able to control the light a little bit more. Now, in order to get a top-down shot, we didn't have all the gear that we typically use, so I pulled out one of these from my impact stance, and it just helped me attach the camera from the top handle of the camera rig, right to a C-stand. I've done it many times, so it was good. I am now done working today. I totally forgot to film anything else. I can't really film a lot either because this is a spot that's not out yet, and they typically don't want us to film anything, so I don't even try bothering asking, or I don't want to make them feel like I'm gonna put the production at risk. That's the last thing you want to do. So yeah, anytime you step on a set, you have to make sure you can post things, right? And if I grab a clip, or if I do film product, I never use that. I always wait till the end. Where I used to work, Raindrop, they're super cool with it, with me filming, but they just don't want me to post it, and I know the rules, right? And I'd say this is every production. Some can be more lenient, depends who you're working with. But yeah, it was pretty chill day. We didn't have a lot of equipment to light, so it was more easier on my side. It was more support, helping out. Like I mentioned, we rigged the camera to a C-stand, which I've done many times, except this time it was rigged up, so it had a cage and everything, so it was a little bit heavier, but I knew it would be fine. I mean, I think I've done heavier stuff on C-stands. But yeah, I'm in probably, it was like an 8-hour day maybe, and mostly just hanging out and figuring out how we were going to do this. Talking shop, that was the best part, just talking about cameras at work. But I think one of my learnings for the day is hearing that they are looking to potentially shoot on an RE and the bigger productions, because there's different levels on these shoots sometimes. So that's kind of giving me more of a hope, and making me feel like it makes more sense to go with an RE eventually, and hopefully next year. And I'd have a client that would rent it, either hire me with camera or rent just my camera, bring me as a gaffer, I don't care. But it's more income, you know? If I can get that payment through and I get a free RE, then we're good. So yeah, that was pretty much all my day. I'm about to get home, and I think I have to figure out some stuff from rap books that's been such a pain. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. So this is where that piece came from, actually. I forgot to mention, but I was having such an issue with rap books because I had a different email, and this shoot I did about a week ago, they wanted to pay me through that. And yeah, anyways, rap books, make sure you have everything up to date, especially if you finish like close down an email account. And then I actually should mention I had another inquiry from a previous client that's from a friend, and they're actually trying to book me for kind of gaffing and assisting for a shoot. I think it's like I don't think I can say who it is, but it's a pretty famous Mexican food chain restaurant. But the rate for that one, I wanted 600. That's my average rate for something small where I don't bring any gear and I'm gaffing. So they came down to 500, I think they told me. So we're gonna see if that works out. I'm okay with 500, especially I don't bring anything and it's a shorter day. Like I think it's like 5 hours, 6 hours. So that's totally fine with me. And I don't have anything for that day, so pretty good with me. It's okay. All right, so I gotta grab some stuff, which is like a ladder and the biggest softbox stone, the 150, because I am actually gaffing tomorrow and I'm bringing my gear for this shoot. I think I'm literally been gaffer all month already. But yeah, so gotta prep that. This is the downside of like renting your gear and having to have the van ready to go. So yeah, I keep some of my gear up in here. Big aperture dome, digital combo. I love this thing, super light and pretty heavy duty. And my ladder, tiny 4 feet. And finished off the night by editing a little bit more. So yeah, that was pretty much my day today as a filmmaker. Tomorrow I'm also on set again, gaffing. So I might share that. Let me know if you guys like this, if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to see this. We'd love to hear your feedback. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.